There is a pervasive myth in our culture that to be powerful, you must be loud. We think that to command respect, we need to dominate the conversation, interrupt the interrupters, and physically take up space. Think about the people you genuinely respect the most, not the ones you fear, but the ones whose opinion you truly value. Are they the loudest ones in the room? Probably not. The truth is, volume is often a mask for insecurity. Real authority is quiet. It doesn't beg for attention because it already has it. If you feel like you are constantly being talked over, ignored, or that your ideas aren't taken seriously until someone else says them louder, this video is for you. Today, we are pivoting from standard soft skills into deep social awareness. I'm going to show you how to command respect without ever raising your voice, using 3 specific frameworks of quiet power. Before we get to the tactics, we need to understand the frequency we are currently broadcasting. In my years of training communication, I've noticed that people who struggle to get respect often operate on a frequency of urgent, nervous energy. When they speak, there is a subtle undertone of please listen to me, please validate me. Humans are incredibly intuitive animals. We smell desperation. When you rush your words, when you fill every silence, and when your body language is twitchy, you are signaling low status. You are signaling that you don't believe what you are saying is valuable enough to wait for. If you want others to respect you, you must first project the physical signals of someone who respects themselves. You have to lower your frequency from frantic to grounded. The biggest mistake people make when trying to appear confident is rushing. They are terrified of the dead air. They fear that if they pause for even a second, someone else will jump in. So what do? They talk fast. They use filler words like like, and you know, to bridge the gaps. They nod aggressively while listening to show they agree. This is hyper-agreeable behavior, and it kills respect. Quiet power embraces the pause. The next time you are asked a question in a meeting, I want you to try the 3-second anchor. When the question finishes, do not answer immediately. Instead, take a slow inhale for 3 seconds. Anchor your feet to the floor. Maintain steady eye contact, and then speak. That 3-second silence feels like an eternity to you, but to the room, it looks like deep thoughtfulness. It signals that you are not reactive, you are responsive. You are comfortable enough in your own skin to let silence exist. Furthermore, stop the excessive nodding. If you agree with someone, a single, slow nod carries 10 times the weight of frantic bobblehead nodding. Your physicality must say, I am in no rush because what I have to say is worth waiting for. Once you have mastered the silence, you need to master the economy of your words. We often equate respect with how much information we provide. We think, if I give them all the data and all the context, they will see I'm smart. This is false. Over-explaining is a trauma response. It comes from a history of not being believed or validated. When you over-explain, you are subconsciously asking for permission to hold your opinion. You are burying your main point under a mountain of justifications. People who command respect use fewer words. They state their position clearly, and then they stop talking. They are comfortable with the weight of their statement hanging in the air. Here is the tactic. Shift from justifying to stating. If someone challenges your idea, instead of saying, well, I think we should do option B because the data last month showed a dip, and if we don't fix it, the Q3 results might suffer, and I just feel like ... Try the economical approach. Based on last month's data, option B is the strongest path to protect Q3 results. And then stop. Do not add a don't you think at the end. Don't dilute your message. State your point with economy and let it land. If they want more information, they will ask. When they ask, it puts you in the powerful position of provider. rather than the weaker position of someone begging to be heard. Often, when we feel disrespected, our ego flares up. We get defensive. We want to argue and prove we are right. The loudest arguments usually happen when two egos are battling for dominance. Quiet power doesn't argue, it investigates. The person who asks the questions controls the direction of the conversation. If someone is being dismissive or aggressive toward your ideas, do not meet their aggression with noise. Meet it with curiosity. If someone says, "That idea will never work," the weak response is loud defensiveness. "Yes, it will. You're not considering X, Y, and Z." The quiet, powerful response is a calm question. Pause for 2 seconds, look them in the eye, and ask, what specific barriers do you see that make it unworkable? Suddenly, the burden of proof shifts from you to them. You haven't raised your voice. You haven't gotten angry. You have simply turned the spotlight onto their reasoning. By remaining the calm investigator in the face of emotional noise, you automatically become the adult in the room. You signal that you are intellectually secure enough to handle criticism without falling apart. To wrap this up, commanding respect isn't about learning new tricks to manipulate people. It's about awareness. It's about realizing that your old patterns of rushing and over-explaining are actually working against you. The next time you feel the urge to get loud to make a point, do the opposite. Slow down, embrace the silence, cut your words by 50%, and ask a question instead of making a statement. Do it once today and watch how the energy in the room shifts toward you.